Okay, why I want to start with this video right here. This is when I got home last night, and this tide really screwed me up last night. I had a few aha moments yesterday while I was driving the boat at Little Palm, and it got very, very dangerous, very, very scary. And just driving to work, I knew I was in trouble. I had that gut feeling that things were only going to progress and get worse. We're in literally all day long. It was just like sustained 20 to 30 knots of wind. And they were projecting 40 knots of wind. But when I got to work last night, and you're going to see some footage here in a few minutes, like I said, didn't have time to be on the camera, and so I'm sharing this footage and telling the story a little bit. But when I got to work, we were having a rough time just getting the boat into the shore station, and I knew right away that I would not be able to put the boat that I was driving last night, which happened to be the Truman, you'll see it here in the video in a second, into the shore station when it got dark because of the weather. It was just probably as far as power boating goes, it was the most brutal weather I'd ever been in. There was an aha moment last night where I was laying into the throttles trying to back the boat into the docking position at the at Little Palm Island, and I was asking the boat to do something and it wasn't doing it. I thought I actually lost an engine because I just didn't have the power to do what I wanted to do. The engine was actually running fine, but it was just that. I'll share a little bit more with you, but I'm going to share one of my favorite clips from Captain Ron here. Just if you watch this channel, you got to be a huge fan of Captain Ron. Anyway, watch this little clip and then I'll continue with my story.
Don't worry, boss. It's just a little squall. They come on you fast, and they leave you fast.
So I get there, and I usually get in the 315, 215 or 315 run. We do our runs, pretty standard procedure. The tide's down right now, and where it really, really got dangerous and really got me excited. And I don't get that excited anymore, especially driving in any kind of conditions, because when I got over to the island after making this first run right here, it was fairly simple to dock the boat. Everything was in my favor. But shortly after, when it got dark, the tide had started to come up, and that's what really messed me up, because now the wind is now sustained at 40 knots of wind, and you can just see it here. It's just blowing. I'm doing everything I can do. There's no way to hang on to the steering wheel. Right now, you're strictly steering and running the boat with the throttles. Putting it, I just remember this one particular instance when I was docking the boat, and I ran out of power. It was like, there's no power here. What do I do? And it freaked me out. It was like, I needed more and it didn't have it. And just at the last second, the boat positioned itself and made it to the dock. But it's just, the conditions were very, very challenging, and it did make it for a very exciting night. I think you need that in life once in a while. But I'm going to, end this video by saying thank you guys. I don't want anybody to be out there in these conditions. It was very, very dangerous last night, and nobody should ever put themselves into those kind of conditions unless, like we're paid captains. We've been training for this our entire lives, if that makes sense. So for us, it's just another day on the job. But if you don't have the kind of experience, even building up to this, if I was a new captain out there trying to do this, and this was my second week or third week or my second month or my third month, it would have been very, very, very challenging to try and get that boat on the dock like I did last night. Anyway, peace out. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you watch this week's video. Is an interview on when to buy that boat, and that's what this week's video is about.